let's complete the square, part 3. In the previous videos, we have learned the steps on how to complete the square with a special condition that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So, how about ax squared plus bx plus c, where a does not equal to 1? Well, not to worry, we just need to follow these following steps. Step 1. Force factorize the first two terms with the coefficient of x squared. Step 2. Identify b, which is the coefficient of x. Step 3. Within the bracket, add a zero pair of b over 2 squared minus b over 2 squared. Step 4. Complete the square within the bracket. And step 5. Distribute the factor and simplify the remaining constant terms. Now let's see how this works out in an example. In this example, we are to express 2x squared minus 6x plus 10 in the form a bracket x minus h squared plus k. Now step 1, as the coefficient of x squared is 2, we will force factorize the first two terms, giving us 2 bracket x squared minus 3x close bracket plus 10. Step 2, we identify the coefficient of x within the bracket, which is negative 3. This will help us in the zero pair. Step 3, we then add the zero pair into the bracket in this manner. Step 4, then using the first three terms, we complete the square. This gives us a rather complicated looking expression, don't despair as yet, as the end draws near. Step 5, we distribute the factor 2 back into the bracket, giving us 2 times x minus 3 over 2 bracket squared minus 2 bracket negative 3 over 2 bracket squared plus 10. Now what remains for us to do is to simplify all the constant terms, giving us a very simple 5.5. Now looking back at these 5 steps, it may seem very daunting that one must memorize the 5 steps in order to complete the square successfully. Well, that isn't true. If it helps, consider steps 2 to 4 as what you have learned in the earlier videos. And if you had enough practice, steps 2 to 4 should come easy to you. The only new thing added in is the step of force factorizing. That is the only added step required when handling quadratic expressions whose x squared coefficient is not 1. After this first step of force factorizing, everything else is a piece of cake. Now before we go, here are some words of advice. Firstly, these steps will still work even if the coefficient of x squared is a fraction or a negative integer or both. However, when that happens, be careful when you're force factorizing. Students tend to make careless mistakes even at the first step. Now that brings me to my second point. Watching this video alone will not help you improve your math. You must practice so that your brain gets used to the steps, so much so that it becomes second nature to you. And that takes practice. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please go practice. Don't forget to like and subscribe.